Hey everybody, it's another episode of Keeping It Real with Just Jay. This is the recap of Married to Medicine Season 5, Episode 6, That Voodoo That You Do So Well. Alright, so let's get right into it. At the beginning of the episode, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Simone are going into the voodoo shop, and I could not help but crack up at Heavenly's reaction because I would have been the same damn way. Like, don't nobody want to be around no damn voodoo dolls. You don't know what's going on in that shop, what kind of hexes have been placed. And Simone was like, oh, let's just do it. Let's bring the girls together. And Heavenly was like, no, fuck that shit. I was right with her on that one. All right. Next up, they had the dance contest between Mariah and Toya. And the only thing that I kept thinking of was like, damn, they look so stiff. Like, I'm gonna need for both of them to YouTube a twerking video just so they could get a little bit looser. But it was just like so funny. And just the reactions when they were replaying the video of both of the ladies was really, really funny. Next up, okay, so this might just be me because when I've watched like other reviews and people talk about Dr. Jackie, like people are so engrossed with her. People love her. They're like, she's so, she's a very wonderful display of what a black woman should be and this and that. Don't get me wrong. I think that Dr. Jackie is very accomplished. I think that she does have herself very well put together. But to me, she has an air of haughtiness about her, and it comes out in these very subtle digs that she tries to do with some of the other ladies, and I just don't like it. So I don't know if anyone else peeped it. When they were at the shop to have the beignets, Toya was digging into her beignet, and she was like, you just can't have one. And then Dr. Jackie was like, y'all see Toya? Like, you see what carbs can do? Like, I don't think, just like little digs here and there. But if you're supposed to be all about women's empowerment and health and fitness and all of this other stuff, why do you feel the need to constantly take digs at other women? I ain't really with that. All right, next up, the forgiveness ceremony. Okay, again, going on Dr. Jackie, when Mariah went around the room and was saying how she was all about forgiveness, and she was like, I've forgiven everyone, but Dr. Jackie, she was like, it was real, like, I still haven't forgiven you because you compared me to herpes. This was Dr. Jackie's face. And she was like, okay, like, she didn't say, I apologize. She didn't say, I acknowledge that what you're feeling is valid. She was just like, I didn't like that. If somebody comes to you and tell you that you offend them, if you know that you said something that was fucked up, own up to your shit. Like, she just kind of sat in there like, whatever. Like, I mean, you gonna get over it or what? Like, because it's a forgiveness ceremony, so whatever. I wasn't really feeling that. Then also, I'm just really trying to figure out, because I really don't think that they've touched on this in depth. What exactly happened between Quad and Mariah? Because whatever it is, it's still lingering. And I didn't realize that it had been 5 years until Heavenly was like, damn, like, it's been 5 years. How long do you need? Because Quad was saying, well, my time. And then Dr. Heavenly was like, well, like, it's been 5 years. How much time do you need? So I'm just kind of like trying to really figure out, because in the beginning, when this show was first introduced, Mariah and Quad were like two peas in a pod. Like, when you saw Mariah, you saw Quad. They were the best of friends. And then all of a sudden you just saw like the separation, and it was just like something that it really wasn't talked about. It was a split. People decided to kind of go with Quad, but nobody ever discussed like really what happened. So if you know, please comment below, because I'm kind of lost. I saw like little bits and pieces, like, Mariah would say things about Quad, Quad would say things about Mariah, but what really happened that caused them to stop being friends? Because I'm still confused about it. All right, next up, let me see. Yeah, I take notes. Don't judge me. Okay, Miss Alora. She is 11 going on 57. She is too grown for me. When she was singing her little song, I'm not perfect, and her mother was like, I need something more upbeat. And she was like, no. What do you think this is? She was like, I'm not going to be sitting up here talking about some girl with her new Louis Vuitton shoes. Baby, she done been here before. That's all I'm going to say. Alana is reincarnated as somebody, because she is too grown. She is such a little old spirit, and I just found that to be too funny. Going on to the next thing, Miss Renee, Contessa's nanny, she stayed telling her what she not gonna do. Contessa say, I need you come help me with this baby in her hair. She say, I told you I don't do hair. That's it. That's all. She took that little towel. She wiped that little girl hair at the end, but she wasn't washing. She wasn't doing no conditioning. No. She said, no, not going to be able to do it. Y'all seen them memes when they be like, when the boss asks you to do something that's not in your job description? That's how Miss Renee was looking at Contessa. Dr. Simone and Cecil. All right, so this two-house thing, not really feeling it. Y'all been together 24 years. I believe, if I'm saying it right, I think it's been 24 years. And y'all act like y'all roommates now. And not even really roommates because y'all be staying in separate houses. Y'all like two ships passing in the night. How do y'all expect to be able to work on things when y'all are in two different households? Also, like when y'all do interact with one another, y'all give that little one-arm church hug. You know that hug when you in church and you don't really know somebody too well. So the pastor be like, get up and hug 5 people and tell them God's going to bless you today. And then you really don't know that person, so you don't want that spirit to jump off on you. So you give them that little one-arm hug. That's how they hugged each other when Cecil was getting ready to leave the house. I hope y'all have another therapy session really soon, because staying connected is so important. And I'm sure that you all know this because you all have been married for so long. I like you all as a couple. I really hope that you all are able to work these issues out, because you seem to be like a really good couple. Just communication is something that needs to be worked on right now. But stay in the same house, get reconnected, remember why you chose that person as your mate. Like, work it out. Please, please, please work it out. Next up, I was really sorry to hear that Mariah's mother had a stroke. I really do hope that she has a speedy and safe recovery. That's all I have to say on that topic. And then next up, the last thing that I have to talk about is Dr. Greg and Quad. Okay, so appreciation is a two-way street. I had a conversation with an associate and we were talking about this, and I was like, Quad ain't really got no leg to stand on, because she's steady saying like she needs to feel appreciated. She needs to feel appreciated. Now, okay, so Dr. Greg is the breadwinner in the house and he's taking care of the majority of the bills. If you're not walking around telling him, thank you for paying the lights, thank you for paying the mortgage, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that, then you can't really expect him to be so quick to show you appreciation if it's not being reciprocated on your end. You cannot ask your partner to do something that you're not willing to do yourself. And then he asked her a very direct question. And I watched it twice because I was like, let me just make sure before I do this review that I got it to the T. The question that he specifically asked her, he said, what do you need from me to feel emotionally supported? Now, in that moment, he had her full attention. I'm sorry, yeah. He had her full attention. Did I say that right? He had her full attention. Did I say that right? He had her Quad's full attention. No. Okay, she had his full attention. I'm sorry, y'all. Brain freeze, as you can see. In that moment, she had his full attention. He was ready to listen, and it seemed like he was ready to receive whatever it was that she was going to say. And what she did was, she was like, let me go upstairs and get the notebook that I wrote years ago regarding this same topic. No. When you have a man's full attention, if he's asking you right at that moment, what do you need? Spit it out. Get it out. Because a man's attention span sometimes, especially when a woman says she want to talk, you got maybe about 5 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes is stretching it depending on the severity of the topic. But she had his attention. She had the opportunity to say exactly what it was that she needed at that moment, and she opted not to. She went upstairs and she kind of deflected. She was getting on him because I was like, this is kind of weird. He was like, you be blocking me, so when I call you, you don't answer. And I was like, okay. Then he was like, I call you on the way home and you don't answer. She didn't really address that. She got real quiet, which kind of let me know that it was some truth to what he was saying. But then when he asked her a direct question, you left the room. So, and then he got upset. He like, look, man, you steady coming at my neck. You haven't really addressed the reason why you have an issue, but you want me to continue to listen. I really do think that they both need to just kind of sit down. They need to work on communication as well, because it seems like they have a good relationship. I think that there's underlying issues, in my personal opinion only. I really do think that a lot of this is stemming from the fact that he has said to her repeatedly that he's ready to be a father, and she keeps delaying them trying to have a child. And So it's manifesting in other ways. That's just my personal opinion. I think he's just kind of getting fed up. He's seeing the people that he interacts with, they have children, so he's seeing, like, you know, the successes of their children, the interactions that they're able to have with their children, and I think that that kind of makes him feel isolated because he can't share in those experiences because he doesn't have a child to do that, and he is kind of unsure as to whether or not she's actually going to allow them to have a child, because it's been a couple of years. There's been a recurring topic on every season. So I think that now he's just kind of like fed up with everything. And he like, fuck appreciation. Like, what's up with this baby? Just my personal opinion. All right, that's all I got for this this recap. I'm really having a brain freeze. Y'all forgive me. Comment below. Tell me if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you have other opinions. I would love to hear it. I will talk to you really soon. Until the next time we do speak, stay peaceful and blessed. Bye.